So we're working with a length of 8 inches and width 5 inches. We're going to make a mark at that 5 inches and then connect the lines. Next thing, we are going to make a mark at the right corner by half an inch, and then at the other corner by 1.5 inch, and then you make a curve connecting the two lines just like you see me do. And at the down part 1 inch, make a curve like so. At the top part, make a mark at 4.5 inch, and then you connect the lines with a curve. Next is to duplicate the paper. So please don't forget to always mark out on fold. Your paper must be on fold. So after we have duplicated the paper, I'm just going to trace it out with my scissors just like you see me do. And then after that, we are going to mark the parts. One is going to be for the main bodies and then the other for the lining. Next thing we're going to do is to measure the width of each half of the upper part. After we have marked out the middle of the main bodies, now is to mark out the half of the upper parts. And then we are going to divide what we got by 4. And the second thing is we are going to mark out the bottom parts of the paper. So I got 12 and I'm going to divide 12 by 4, which is 3, and I'm marking out that 3 just like you see me do in the video. I'm going to also mark out the same thing at the other side of the paper. Now we are connecting the lines. While cutting, make sure you don't cut it all away. To do the slash and spread method, you're going to take your glue to gum the down part. Just like you see me do, and then you're going to make a mark from that point 2 inches, and then you spread. Then at the last part is 1 inch, and then you repeat the same step on the other side just like so. So I'll go ahead to trace that out with my scissors like so. So I went ahead to trace with my fabric with half an inch all around. I made 2 pieces with the main bodies and then 4 pieces with the lining bodies. I went ahead to add my wording interface to the main bodies, and then to the lining I used a lighter interface. And so I was just making a mark at the middle point of each bodies just like so. Next thing, I'm using a chalk to transfer each spread to the pattern to the fabric just like so. And then the next thing, I'm just going to pin it down center to center, the big bodies to the small bodies just like you see me do. And then you're going to pleat 8 parts just like you see me do, using your pin to hold it down. And so by the time I was done, I went ahead to measure around the bag what I got was 26.5. And then you go ahead to cut a very long strap. Let's call that a strip. So you cut a very long strip of about, you won't cut exactly 26.5 that you got. You must add an extra inches to it. And then I went ahead to mark the middle of this long strap which I cut, which is about 3 inch, and then I'll just sew it round. So after I went over to my sewing machine, I sewed it all round. I'm also going to repeat the same step to the other parts. Then I'm going to sew it all round. So this is what I got after I was done sewing. I'll just turn that to the right side. So voila, our bag is getting ready. Just cut the extra pieces off. And so I did the same step on the lining as well. So I'm going to use this to turn the bag. So here we have a very long strap of about 32 inches long and a short strap of 25 inches long. So I'm going to sew down the shorter strap at the side of the bag. I was done sewing, and then I'm going to use my office pin to pass the shorter strap into the longer strap, just like you see me do in the video. So you're going to pass the shorter strap inside the longer strap to create that runch look. And by the time I was done, I'll just head over to my sewing machine to sew that down. So after I was done, you can see, wow. So we're just going to use the lining to turn to give it a neat finishing. Just going to sew it, make sure it's right side facing right side, and then you're just going to sew round the tip of the bag. At the time I was done, you can see, so we're just going to loosen the bottom parts so that we can be able to turn our bag to the right side. So we're just going to turn that bigger part out, just like you see me do in the video. So I'll just go ahead to take off my office pin. So the part where we have an opening, we're just going to head over to our sewing machine and close that up with a stop stitch. Thanks for watching up till this point. See you on my next one.